Hi, hey, hi, hello, how are you doing? Welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. Stick around, subscribe, do your thing. Today, we are doing a Shop My Stash. How do I feel about this one? I don't know. I don't like most of this makeup again. I will tell you this much. This is why I love Shop My Stashes, because how long have I been holding on to this eyeshadow palette? How many declutters has this eyeshadow palette survived? Being forced to try to make it work for 2 weeks has shown me I, in fact, hate this eyeshadow palette. I don't hate it, that's mean, but I don't like it. And I won't be keeping it. And so some of this stuff I actually did really like though. So let's jump into it. If you are new here, then let me explain to you what we're doing. Twice a month, I will go through the products that I've been using for the last 2-ish weeks, give you my very quick, speedy thoughts about them, and then we will go through and pick out new makeup to use for the next 2-ish weeks. So that's what we're doing. Most everything is linked down below. Sometimes I run out of character spaces, but I try my hardest to get everything linked down below. But yeah, so let's jump into it. This is in no particular order because we've tried that and that's failed. And again, I am in a situation where this room is a mess, but I'm working on it. I'm decluttering. I got rid of like 2 trash bags full of stuff from this room. Various things, mostly art stuff. Okay, let's start with brows, shall we? Oh, I was using the $1 Billion Brows eyebrow pencil and I finished that up, but I finished it up like the day after I filmed my makeup that I've used up in 2021. What year are we in? So I finished that off and I pulled in just another brow pencil. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in Ebony. So far so good. I've been using that for only a couple days. And then I was using the Ahiko Brow Gel. This is the Tinted Gel Brow Booster. I actually did really like this, but it did like smear a little bit. It's not like ultra hold, but I like it. Okay. Also, I am wearing all of this makeup today. Not all of it, but like, you know what I mean. I was using the AOA Studio Perfect Eyeshadow Primer in Original. This one is good. It's more of like a drier formula, but it blends out super easily, which I like. So that one worked out well. I had 2 eyeshadow palettes, okay? I had the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream, and then this is the Complex Culture Full-Time eyeshadow palette. I don't love either one of these, to be honest with you. And I kept them because I thought I liked them, but again, having to use them for 2 weeks really switches that up. This one, I don't like it. It does not inspire me. And like I tried, you know, like it's set up into different looks and everything, and I tried to do that, and I'm not a fan. I'm planning to do a video because I'm switching how I'm doing my favorites videos. So instead of doing a favorites video like every month, because I feel like, I don't know, that's just not my vibe. I don't have that many favorites. Like I don't have new favorites every single month. Not enough to film a video on. Do you see what I'm saying? But I'm switching that to like quarterly. So quarterly I'm going to talk about favorites and fails. And then in conjunction with that, I'm going to do videos periodically about products that I regret buying. So I'm going to kind of make products I regret buying into a series of just nothing but fail products. So if you're in the mood to trash some makeup, that's going to be the video for you. I feel like I'm going to save these palettes for that video. This one, I just didn't think it blended super great. The shadows are very like one note-ish. You know, I don't like the shades of this either. Like the purple shades look very different in the pan than they swatch. And so it messed up, like I just kept messing up looks and I wasn't, not a big fan of it. So I did not like that. I had 2 eyeliners, the ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Liner in Joyride and then Tarte Sex Kitten. I liked both of these. I love the ColourPop liners, and then Tarte Sex Kitten in pencil or liquid form is superb. So I love that. I had the About Face. This is the Matte Paint Fluid Eye Paint. I'm wearing this one today actually because I couldn't bring myself to use the palettes again. I like this. I have like 2 of these I think, which I don't need to because this is such a unique shade. But I do like it. It works really nicely. Okay. And then I was using the Estate liquid liner. I liked this in the beginning and I don't know what happened, but it's a very thick tip. See, and it looks like it's kind of bent, so that could be the issue. But it kind of like drags and then it goes on. Like it doesn't make a nice thin line. And if it does, it's very jumpy. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like there's little jumps in it. And on your eyelid where there's already like wrinkles and stuff, it's so jumpy. And so I ended up having to go over it with the KVD tattoo liner. This I'm tossing out because it's bad. It's gotta be. Okay. For mascara, still liking all of these. These are the ones that I'm currently using. They're listed down below. Still working for me. Okay, face makeup. The CoverFX Gripping Primer. I actually really liked this. It reminds me of the Milk Hydro Grip, but I don't think it's like as tacky. Does that make sense? It's almost, I don't know if anybody's gonna agree with me about this, but it's almost like a little bit more silicone-y. Does that make sense? I like it, but I prefer Milk Hydro Grip over this. Okay. I used the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation, Concealer, and Creamy Nude. I've made some good progress on there. If you guys watched all the makeup I've used up in 2021, I went through like, I used up I think like 18 foundations this last year. And this one will probably not last through 2022, but this is one of my favorite drugstore foundations. It's a really nice full coverage, and I like that. And then for concealer, I use the Yensa BC concealer. I've used this before. This was gifted to me. This is in the shade Fair Cool. I've used this before. It's a good one. And then I used the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. This is in the shade Tan Lines. Okay, look at this. This is absurd. Do you see like the usage in there? Can you see how much of this I've used? And I cannot tell you what I think about it. And the last couple of days, I was sitting there thinking, okay, I don't have a solid opinion on this. What do I think? And so I'd use it, no clue. And like literally for the last couple days, that's how it's been. And I don't know. I mean, like it's fine, but like, do I like it enough to repurchase it again? It's affordable, but like, I don't know. So I'm gonna have to use this again at some point. I don't have an answer on this yet. I don't know. Still using the Nude Sticks Nudies Matte in Beach Babe. Oh, this is how much is left. Except for that huge chunk that I just took out with my nail. This is how much is left. We're making good progress on it, which is good. We're just, you know, trucking through, still trying to use it up. And I think I've got more cream blushes that are going to need to go now because I bought so many during Black Friday. The Ilia Liquid Light Serum Highlight in Nova. I actually made a nice little dent in this too, which is great. I liked this. This, I had issues blending out though. It did not blend out the greatest and it kind of sat on my skin instead of like blending in. So I want to try it some more because I'm wondering if that had anything to do with the other face makeup that I was using. So I'm not writing it off yet. It's not great. The shade is beautiful, but I'm going to play around with it some more. Okay. Ugh. The Catrice HD Baking and Setting Loose Powder. I brought this in. Do you see how much is left? Okay, I used it until I couldn't anymore. And it's like leaking powder. There's powder everywhere. First of all, I hate the square packaging with like the circular opening because then it always gets on the edges. I complain about it all the time. I hate that. Okay, second of all, the scent of that powder is atrocious. Also, back to the packaging because my second of all wasn't about the scent, but the scent is so bad that... So at one point I closed it and powder just kept pouring out. Where was it coming from? I don't know. I can't... No, I'm decluttering that. It's probably going to go into products I regret buying. It's got to go. It has to go. I don't like it. So I ended up pulling in my Old Faithful. Like, look at this. That's just from being in the same drawer. Okay. My Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. Okay. The NYX Bear With Me Prime Set and Refresh. I want to try it out with different face makeup because this is the first time that I've used it. And I, you know, got some usage showing. Woohoo. This is the first time I've ever used it. I don't know how I feel about it. I want to try it out with different makeup and stuff. I'm not 100% sure yet. The Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. I have the one shade in this left that I'm trying to use up. That is not my shade. Maybe my summer shade, maybe. It is a tad too dark for me. I'm trying to make it work, but I haven't been loving how my makeup's been looking, and I'm pretty sure it's because of that. So I think I might be ready to call it quits on this. Just because I don't like how it's almost like a bronzy shade, but it's not like a contour shade and it's too light to be an actual bronzer. So it's just, do you see what I'm saying? I don't know. I think I am going to go ahead and get rid of this because that shade is not my shade. It doesn't look good on me. And I've tried to make it work for a couple weeks and I just don't like how the whole thing is looking. For contour, I've been using the Fiona Stiles Bronzing Sun Veil in Ahiko. Its age is showing. I have been so bummy this round. I need good makeup. It's very streaky now. It's very crumbly. And again, is that because of the face makeup? I don't know. Everything, like nothing worked well. And I feel like I had it around a couple rounds ago where like the products themselves were good, but like nothing worked well together. And this time stuff is either old, and I'm gonna get to another old product in a minute, or the shade is just like messed up. So I think it's time to say goodbye to this one too. There's a lot of hard pan in this. I used up a pretty decent amount, I think. I really like this, but it's discontinued. I have had this for literal years, and it's getting to the point where it's starting to change, like the formula is starting to change, and it's not blending as well as it was, and it's kind of streaky, and it's just more difficult to work with. So that also gonna go. For blush, the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop Blusher in Sex on Fire. This is one of my favorite blushes. That has not changed. I love it. I will say, again, I had more difficulties this round with it than I ever have, and I'm convinced that the face makeup was just off. There's just like, this is newer and one of my favorite products, and the Hourglass and the Fiona Stiles are just very old, so picking and choosing which battles I want to work with here. The Dose of Colors Baked Highlighter in Peach Glow, I actually have like the smallest of dips in there. I love this highlight though. It is beautiful and you don't need very much. Gorgeous, stunning. I love it. So all of this stuff is in the Apocalypse Project pan. So again, I won't be choosing lip products this time because I'm still trying to use up that stuff. But I have the Lime Crime Ghost Veil. This is amazing for liquid lipsticks. I freaking love this. Everything has been going well except for this. This is what I want to talk about. So I'm bringing in the Apocalypse Project Pan lippies into the next round too. So we won't be picking up lip products today. But this is the Sugar Rush Sugar Coat in Cupcake. And I literally talked about this on my Instagram too. It's like breaking up immediately and like flaking off. I don't know if it's because it's old, because like it smells fine, or if like I'm just having an issue with like if that's how the formula is. I don't know. But this one I'm gonna do an update about in my Apocalypse Project pan, but I think this one's out because I can't. And I've had issues the last couple times I've tried to wear it, and I've just powered through, and it's getting to the point where like it's every time and I'm actively avoiding wearing it. So I think it's time for it to go, because in 2022 we are not wasting our time with dumb shit. Thank you. Yeah, so that is that's my update. I'm really excited to pick out some new stuff. It's time. It's time. So let's go and pick out some new products. The other stuff in my Apocalypse Project pan is done except for the lip products. So the lip products will be brought over. Beyond that, I'm keeping this obviously because I'm still trying to use this up, but beyond that, everything else gets switched out. So let's go pick out some new makeup. Okay, so this drawer you really can't see into, and I don't want to give you guys shaky camera because that's exactly what would happen, but I have a few new products that I have not tried yet. So this is like the new face makeup drawer, and I want to pick one thing out of here. One thing, but what? I think I'm going to do this. This is the Melt Digital Dust Duo Blush in Buzz and Kill. It is beautiful. I have not tried it yet, and I really want to. There's two different shades here, so I feel like that'd be really fun to play around with. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. I will get you a little closer so you can see. So I'm going to put back my CoverFX primer. I'm going to pull something from here today, making sure we rotate. And I think I'm gonna do one of the Ren Perfect Canvas Clean Primers. I have two of these. I've tried it a couple times, but I have not used them very often because I tend just to not reach for like dropper bottles, but I have several of them. So let's pull this out and give this one some love. I still have like a lot of foundation, but I look at this and I'm like, oh, I'm lacking on that foundation, man. So I'm gonna put back the ones that I have. I'm gonna pull out a new foundation, which I want to pull out one from back here. What is this? Oh, perfect, a foundation stick. This is the Milk Flex Foundation Stick in Snow. have I used this? I've used it at least once, but not very often. And foundation sticks and I like them, but I go through them really fast. So let's go ahead and use this a little bit and we'll see how much we get through. How much product is in here? 0.35 ounces. Why? Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And then I need a concealer too. For concealer, I don't know which one. I'm using the Milk. Do I have a Milk concealer? Because I don't think that I do, but I'm going to go with this because that's a foundation stick. This is a Pericone MD No Makeup Concealer. You guys have seen this a lot. I really like it. And it's a nice like light coverage concealer. So we'll pull that one out. For translucent powders, loose powders, I want something translucent because again, that Milk is pretty light. How light is it though? That's pretty. Ooh, that's, I don't even know if that's going to be like a shade match for me because that is pale. That might work. That'll be interesting to see too. Okay, let's go with the, I'm being drawn towards this one. Or this one maybe. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in Butter. I'm going to pull this one out this round. I like this one and it gives me a little bit more like coverage and shade. So hopefully this will work with the Milk. That's the goal here. Now for pressed, oh shoot, before we get really into this, let's pick out a face palette really quick because we have not done so. And if we get too far into it, we never will. So face palette first. I'm going to pick something off the top shelf this time. But what? You know what? I was just talking about this too. The Too Faced Love Flush Blush Palette. I was just talking about this. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out this round because I haven't used it in a while. So let's grab that one. Okay, so now back to face powders. What to pick though? I keep going to this one. I don't know why. This is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless pressed powder. I don't know why I keep going to this one, but it just keeps grabbing my attention, so I'm gonna grab this. Okay, so oversized products. This last round I didn't have anything from in here. This round I want to pick at least one thing, but I have, oh wow, I have blushes in the palette and that's the product I picked. So definitely no blushes. Oh no. Most of these are blushes. Then I mean, like, there are some other ones, but most of them are blushes. I'm gonna skip this drawer this week because I have many blushes, and let's just stick with like the regular products. Okay, so bronzer and cream contour. There's my cream contour. I need to pick out one of each. So I think I got this. I've used it like once. This is the Persona Dune Bronze Multi-Stick, and I've only used it, I think, once. I might have used it like 2 or 3 times, but I know I've used it once. I don't know. I'm going to pull this one out because I want to use this some more. And then for actual like bronzer slash contour, seeing what inspires me. I'm just feeling like a very almost like shimmery look. So I almost want like a shimmery bronze. So I think I'm going to go, oh my God. This isn't even, that's a fucking matte bronze. Why am I being drawn to that one? This one. This is the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Bali Sands. Do you see it? It's stunning. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out because this reminds me a lot of the Milani one, like shade-wise, but this has a little bit of shimmer to it. So that one's good. I want to use one of the RMS Beauty Living Luminizers this round because it's been a while since I have used one of these and I really do enjoy these. So I'm going to get this, put this one back, but then I want to get kind of more of like a flashy highlight, or do I? I do. Ooh, okay, hold on. Let me put this one back. I'm going to do the Laura Geller. This is the Diamond Dust Big Gelato Swirl Illuminator. So pretty, and I'm hoping that these work well together. Okay, so eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to pick something from this drawer and then one from the shelves. I've really been looking at this one, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Carly Bybel palette, and I think I'm going to pull this one out. It's pretty. I like this. And then for the shelves, I'm going to grab something off of the third shelf this time. And I think I'm going to go with, I'm trying to kind of compare. This has some peachy. I think I'm going to go with the Glamlight and Michaela palette. It's like this. It has every color you could want in it. It's beautiful. So I'm going to grab this one for this round. So the first drawer over here is new makeup. Again, I've got a bunch of like eyeshadow palettes and stuff in here. But I also have, the Anastasia Brow Freeze plus the applicator that comes with it. I don't know why the lighting over here is so atrocious. Okay, this is the best I can do for lighting, but the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze and then the little applicator, I really want to try this out. I've had it since Black Friday. I haven't used it yet, so I'm going to pull this out this time, and then I'll probably do a pencil again, just so I can use this with it. Okay, I pulled the curtain shut, so the lighting might be a little bit off, but I did my best here. Okay, let me see. So this time I'm going to use like an eyeshadow primer stick, and I think I'm going to go with a white one, because a lot of the eyeshadows that I got are really very bright. So I'm going to go with the Old Faithful NYX Milk Jumbo Eye Pencil. So I'm going to use this as kind of my eyeshadow primer for this round. And then normally I would do a pomade because I did a pencil last week, but I really want to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. So I'm going to do another pencil. I'm going to go with this. Get away from there. This is the Juvia's Place Eye Sculpt Eye Shade Brow Pencil in Ebony. I have also not used this one yet, and I really want to try it, so I'm going to use this one with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze thing. Okay. All right, for liners, mascara, I won't be picking out any new mascaras, but I do need new liners, and I always just kind of reach in and grab some at random here. So one neutral shade, one color shade, and then I used pencil liners last time, so I want to use a potted liner this time. I'll pull out that one, whatever one that one is. I am going, well, I take that back actually. I am going to grab one of these two, just because if I don't, all I'm going to have is this beautiful blue one. This is from AOA Studio. It's the Metallic Buttercream in Luxury, which is like a metallic blue shade. And so I want to have a black liquid liner as well, just for the days that this doesn't work on. So I pulled out the Huda Beauty Life Liner, which again is another newbie that I've been wanting to try, because I love Huda Beauty liners. And then the other liners that I pulled out are the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Crave. And then this one is the NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick in Turquoise Storm. Those would probably go like really well together actually, so that might work. Okay, lashes. I have been using, actually I just tried these for the first time the other day. They're pretty good. But I've been using lashes on a semi-regular basis. My goal is to use lashes at least once a week. So I won't be pulling any out, but I will be like using them kind of periodically. The fun drawer, I can put that back. See, I have two of them. Why? I don't know. I'm going to pull something out of this one this time. I'm trying to think about what would work. Oh, I think I'm going to do this. This is the Urban Decay 24/7, like the eyeshadow stick in Hard Fall, but it's this beautiful orange. And I have ideas. Will they work? I don't know, but I have ideas. All right, my last thing is setting spray. I need setting spray. I'm gonna keep it simple, and I'm just gonna grab the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Done. So yeah, that's the makeup I'll be using for the next couple weeks. I'm pretty excited. Okay, there's a nice mix of just old faithful products with some new products that I wanna try, with an eyeshadow palette that I know that I like, or that I've liked, well, I've liked it so far, and then an eyeshadow palette. Actually, I've liked this one so far too. So hopefully we're good there. All right. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Make sure you are subscribed if you'd like to see more of me. I do this every 2 weeks. That's right, every 2 weeks. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great one. Goodbye.